play and call it work. MiniWarGaming's Faction Focus!
MiniWarGamer Dave here from MiniWarGaming.com, here with Frankie. Welcome, Wargamers, to another... This is Faction Focus. I was going to say Banter Bat Rep. Not yet. We're going to do Faction Focus first, then we're going to do Banter Bat Reps. But this is Faction Focus for Blood Angels. This is the one that we are focusing on right now. I am fighting Frankie.
Hello.
He is fielding his Ultramarines. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be red versus blue. This is my very first time fielding the Blood Angels in this new edition of 40K, so I'm super stoked to see how they fare on the battlefield and to see what the Death Company can do with the Baal Predators, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. I kind of have no idea what I'm fighting against, even though I'm fighting against a version of myself because of the Marines, and so we shall see. And Frankie's been around with other wargamers doing the other battle reports, and so you probably see his Ultramarines as well with some other people, like Quirk.
Yeah, this is game 2.
Game number 2. And make sure to click on the links below to see the other games associated with this faction focus of Blood Angels, as well as the other review videos for Blood Angels. We're going to be doing a 2-part review on the Blood Angels to give you our thoughts and impressions and just, you know, the overall feeling of the Blood Angels and how they now field. Let's take a look at the army. What you're looking at here is a Vanguard detachment. This gives me 1 more command point that I can spend in addition to the 3 that I am defaulted with for being battle forged. My HQ, I have 2 HQ actually in my army. One is Dante. I will be bringing him. He looks like he's a lot of fun. He's got some cool abilities that are new. Not only does he have Jump Pack Assault, which allows him to be deployed at the end of the movement phase 9 inches away from an enemy unit, but he's got Chapter Master Special Rule, which allows me to reroll failed hit rolls for friendly Blood Angels within 6 inches of him, so that's going to be awesome. Better believe he'll be plunked right in the middle of my army wherever he is, somewhere. And that's actually if I choose to Jump Pack Assault him, which I may or may not. We shall see. His Axe Mortalis reroll failed wound rolls, and that's only if I'm fighting a character, though. So he's good against your HQ.
Alright.
Second HQ choice is a Sanguinary Priest. Now, the Sanguinary Priest changed in this new edition because his Narthesium is a lot better. It's so much better. I'm really excited for this. At the end of the movement phase, I can attempt to retrieve a single model if it's an infantry or a biker within 3 inches of him. If the model is wounded, I can immediately regain D3 wounds, which is pretty sick. I'm choosing a unit that doesn't have more than 1 wound, but somebody has been lost. I can roll a 6, and on a 4-up, I regain a single model. So that's pretty cool too.
He's very powerful.
He's very powerful, so I'm going to keep him close to something. I gave him Jump Pack so that he has Jump Pack Assault as well, and then he can be close to guys. Also, his Blood Chalice increases the strength characteristic of my infantry when they are within 6 inches of him, so that's also a big deal. Going on to some fast attack choices, I have 2 Baal Predators. I have equipped them with their stock twin assault cannons, which are heavy 12 now. And I'm bringing 2, and although you see Flamestorm cannons, these are Market Daved. They have the twin assault cannons, as well as the heavy bolters on the sides. One thing to note is that their overcharged engines work a little differently now. When I advance with them, I roll 2 dice and I pick the highest result. So that's how that works. 5-man Death Company squad. They are 9 power. I have equipped them with Power Fists and Infernal Pistols. Mark Dave, because you don't actually see them on there, but they're all equipped the exact same, so it makes it easy for taking them away purposes.
They're just very strong chainswords. And very good bullshit.
Yes, exactly. Vanguard veterans, they are equipped with Thunderhammer Storm Shields. A WYSIWYG on these guys. On the Sergeant, he has a Power Sword and a Plasma Pistol. Stern Guard, they're going to be arriving in a drop pod. My drop pod has a Deathwind missile launcher in it. And for my Stern Guard, there's a heavy bolter and a grav gun in the squad. Last but not least are the Devastators. I have 4 las cannons in the squad. There is a power axe on the Sergeant. Never brought it before, but since it didn't cost anything, figured I'd put it on there. And then also an additional 5 guys to flesh out the squad in case they should be shot at, just extra wounds. And the Signum is pretty cool because that works in conjunction with Armorium. There you go. Armorium Cherub. So basically, the Signum allows me to choose a guy, and that guy hits on a 2 instead of a 3. And the Armorium Cherub allows me to shoot twice. So I can only use that once though. And so I can choose a guy in a single round. He shoots twice with hitting on 2s. So that's pretty sweet. And that's 73 power with my Vanguard detachment. 4 command points in total. Now taking a look at Frankie's army, what you got?
All right. So leading this heavily armed patrol detachment, I have a librarian. He has a force staff, as well as a storm shield, and of course he's in Terminator armor. The powers he got were Null Zone as well as Veil of Time. Over here we have Chaplain Cassius. You might recognize him from the other battle report. We have 2 scout squads, one with bolters and the other with close combat weapons and bolt pistols. We have Assault Terminators. 4 out of the 5 have Storm Shields and Thunder Hammers. 1 still has his Lightning Claws. Devastator Centurions. They have Grav Cannons as well as Hurricane Bolters in the chest. A Land Speeder. He has a Multi-Melta and a Heavy Flamer. And finally we have the Storm Talon. He has a Typhoon Missile Launcher, and of course he has the Twin Assault Cannon now as well.
We are doing No Mercy. First things first though, gotta mention Dougie and Todd from Table War. Thank you very much for providing this mat for us. It's ridiculously awesome, fits the terrain perfectly. And go to tablewar.com if you want your mats. And you guys are awesome, thank you. Now, let's go on to the table, or to the Table War.
It's a war for the table.
It is a war for the table. Let's go to the roll-off, the No Mercy Eternal War mission is what I meant to say. We roll off to see. Okay, so you won the roll-off. Frankie, he determines the deployment map now. Let's see what he chooses. Frankie has chosen Spearhead Assault, and that's how we shall deploy. I deploy first because Frankie chose the deployment map, so I'm choosing this side. This is my line of sight, and this is my Devastator squad that I have chosen to deploy first. Now we counter deploy, alternating. Frankie's gonna go next. Apple of Corn! Centurions, they're back here, they're hiding. Where are they in relation? I can't see them. Baal Pred's gonna go next. Followed up by a Land Speeder on Frankie's side. Another Baal Pred on this side. Scouts up top. So that's actually the rest of my guys that I'm deploying on the table. These guys will start the game in not reserve, because it's not called that anymore. In Jump Pack Assault, we'll call it that. So I'm able to come in at the end of my first movement phase. And then your scouts, they have concealed deployment?
Concealed position.
Position, okay, so they get to deploy 9 inches away from an enemy, which they have done.
Correct.
That's kind of sneaky.
Storm Talons are here.
Storm Talon? So, what's up with these guys?
So they start on the table now. They have to move a minimum distance, but they can otherwise rocket off.
Okay.
They're also, this specific one, not all flyers are like this, but they're hard to hit, which means you're -1 to hit them. So normally your ballistic skill, say the Devastator sit on 3s,
yep.
You need 4s.
Okay.
In addition, since he's airborne, only flying units can attack him, so your jump pack guys will be invaluable in taking him down.
Yes.
Yes.
And then Cassius is right here beside the Centurions. So I finished deploying first. That means it's my turn unless Frankie can seize the initiative on a 6. And he does not. Thanks, Jay. So it looks like I am not going to move anything because everything that is over here on this side has line of sight to your scouts. And I want to try to eliminate a squad so I can get first blood. Now it's the end of my movement phase, I'm going to move the rest of my jump pack assault guys on.
Yeah.
Dante is over here, he's 9 inches away from Cassius. So he wants to pick a fight with him, he's there. Sanguinary Priest, he's going to jump pack assault, do the same thing right beside Dante there. Now we got my Stern Guard, they're coming on right here. Here's the drop pod. Next unit will be my Vanguard Veterans, deploying beside the Sanguinary Priest. And then we have the Death Company right beside them. They have now all deployed. Let's go on to the shooting phase. Something that I will note is that I've chosen the Warlord trait for Dante to be a legendary fighter. He adds 1 to his attack's characteristics, and you've done the same thing for Cassius.
That's correct.
Drop pod targeting Cassius, because he is the closest. It is Assault D6. 2. Hitting on 3s. That's 2 hits. Strength 5, toughness 5, it's wounding on 4s. 1 wound. 3 up save on Cassius. Saved. Stern guard now. I'm going to fire the heavy bolter from the stern guard. Counts as moving, so I got hitting on 4s with him.
Correct.
Heavy 3. Hitting on 4s. Getting 1 hit, but I get to re-roll these misses because I'm within 6 of Dante.
That's true.
For the Chapter Master special rule. So getting another hit. Wounding on 4s now. 1 wound. -1 to your save, so it's a 4 up save. And that's a wound. Down to 3 wounds. Next, let's go with the grab gun. With the grab gun, it's only 1 shot because I am not 9 inches. I'm slightly more than 9 inches away. And so I hit you on a 3.
Yep.
That's a hit. And I wound you on a 4.
Correct.
Because it's the same. And that is a wound. And it's minus a lot, so you can use your invuln save at 4 up.
Yes.
Oh.
2 again.
Now with this, so you have a save of 3 up or more, which means the damage is D3 now.
Yes.
So that's kind of scary. This could possibly kill you.
It could.
Oh, and it does! Oh, dude, that is, whoa.
It's rough.
So that's first blood, that's warlord kill,
Yes.
and that is a victory point for the unit itself. That's 3 victory points for killing Cassius. Dies to a grab gun.
Yikes.
So because I am supposed to declare my shots before I make any shots with a single unit there, my intention was to shoot everything at Cassius, so I'm not going to shoot the bolters at the Centurions. So let's go on to the next unit here.
Got it.
Which nothing can reach you. Now for the for the Baal Predator, you're going to be shooting your scouts?
Well, you're
Yes, I'm shooting at your scouts. Twin assault cannon, heavy 12, hitting on 3s.
Yes.
That's very decent. Wounding on 3s. Okay.
It's less good.
Yeah, it could have been better. So that's 4 wounds. In cover for a better save or 3 up, but it's -1 on this gun, so it's back up to a 4. So a 4 up save for you. Oh no!
Not very good luck so far.
So that's 4 dead. Crazy. Now for the heavy bolters, I'm going to hit you on 3s. Okay, 3 hits. Wounding on 3s. 3 wounds. -1 to your save.
So +1 for cover, -1 to save.
So that's 4
ups again. And he's dead.
And he's
Haven't
dead.
made a single save so far.
Crazy. I'm going to advance with my other Baal Predator because there's nothing else over here that he can shoot at.
You advance in the movement phase.
Oh, you're right! I'm so used to running. Okay, so he's not going to advance. Scratch that. That's the end of my turn, so it looks like it's your turn. Crazy.
Vendetta!
Starting with your lance speeder?
Yes, he can move up to 16 now.
Okay. Bye-bye, Baal Pred.
Let's hope so. 10 degrees.
And for your Talon, has to move at least 20.
He'll go right there.
And your movement phase, you're moving your units on. These are 2 separate units. You got your Librarian, and then you have your Thunderhammer, Storm Shield, Assault Terminators. They're going behind my Devastators. Grab Centurions, you're putting your chest bolters into...
The Stern Guard.
So this is the movement, or the shooting phase now, and then you're putting your grab guns into my Death Company?
Correct.
Okay. First thing is Hurricane Bolters into the Stern Guard.
Yep, hitting on 3s. Yep, 15 hits, wounding on 4s.
That's a little better.
Yeah, let's go.
3 up saves.
Oh,
Wow. Okay. No more feel no pain type of stuff, so that's just 4 guys dead. I'm leaving my grab gun alive. Grab is 4 shots each.
Yep, on to the Death Company, so hitting on 3s.
Oh.
Ooh.
Winning on 3s.
Oh, come on.
6 up save, and then they have the Black Rage special rule, which means that if I fail these, I can make another roll, and on a 6, I deny
Correct.
any wounds. Here we go, 6 up. Not a single one.
Close.
Let's roll that again for the Black Rage. Okay, that's 3 dead. So a couple guys in the back, and wow. 5 bolters from the scouts into this last surviving stern guard, hitting on 3s. Okay, 3 hits. Wounding on 4s. 1. 3 up save. Save. Land Speeder now is going to fire Multi-Melta into the Baal Pred. Hitting on a 4 because he moved. Nice! Storm Talon now, firing at Baal Pred. Heavy 12 for your twin assault cannon. You're actually hitting on 2s because you get +1 hit for ground targets. And you get 3 1s, so that's not bad. Winning on 5s now. And 2. My 3 up becomes a 4 up because you're -1 to my save. And I saved 1, so 1 goes through. 10 wounds. Now for the Typhoon missile launcher, it's heavy 2, but because you get +1 to ground targets, you're hitting on 3s instead of 2s. And that's 2 hits. Wounding on 3s. It's 2 wounds. So my 3 up becomes a 5 up save. This is dangerous because you're D6 damage each. Oh no. Oh no. So you could destroy him here.
No.
And you get 7. So
still did good.
I'm down to 3, which means I'm very, very damaged. First things first, I'm going to move my Baal Predator over here so that he can see your Terminators behind there. Now he hits much less, or a bit less rather. He hits on a 4 instead of a 3 because he's damaged. Second Baal Pred, it's going to move over here. Devastators are going to move out down here. So just noting that this one Devastator will not move because he doesn't need to. So I actually forgot to make a morale test for this Stern Guard last turn. He's leadership 8. If I roll a 4 or less, I'm fine. On a 5 or 6, he's gone. He's fine.
Oh, close. Saw that.
Stern Guard, he's going to move up with his grab. Dante, he's going to move. He'll go here. And Sanguinary Priest. Sanguinary Priest, he'll do the same thing, and, well, actually everything is going to do the same thing. I'm actually going to move these guys over just slightly. And then, oh, my Death Company, they need to make a test too. So I'm going to make a morale test last round for my Death Company, and I'm fine. So that's my final positioning there. I'm going to get your face to see your reaction to this.
Remember the Alamo.
So now in the shooting phase, I'm going to use my Armorium Cherub and declare that this Devastator who did not move, he will fire twice, and also my Sergeant is going to call out an order to him and signum him. So he will be firing twice with Ballistic Skill, hitting on 2. So let's just go ahead and roll that first. Okay, of course. And now I might as well roll the other ones. The other ones are hitting on 4s. Okay, that's 2 hits in total. Wounding on 2s. 2 wounds. 3 up in won't save. Oh, failed 1. So 1 is dead from that.
No, they do D6 and they are 2 wounds each.
Oh, okay,
So
there.
those are 2 wounds each. So if you roll 1, then.
Alright, he's dead.
Yep, okay.
Now for these Marines who could see you, we got some rapid firing bolters hitting on 3s. And that's 4 hits. Wounding on 4s. 2 wounds. 2 up save. Oh! Now for this Baal Predator, this one is not damaged, so I did move though, and it is a heavy, so I'm hitting on 4s with my twin assault cannon, targeting your Terminators, and I'm going to be firing all my weapons at your Terminators.
Okay.
On 4s.
Ooh.
That's not good. Wounding on 3s. It's 3 wounds. And -1.
So 3 up, 3 vulnerable, 3 up armor,
Yeah.
either way.
Okay, so your 2 wounds. Your claw dies. Now for the heavy bolters, hitting on 4s. 2 hits. Wounding on 3s. That's 1 wound. This one, so it's a 3 up save.
I cannot make saves today.
Whoa, it's another Terminator dead. Now for this Baal Pred, it's going to do the exact same thing. 5's to hit because I'm pretty damaged, and I moved with my heavy weapon. So
That's 2. And 3's to wound. It's 1 wound. 3 up save.
I'll make one of these days.
Now for heavy bolters, same thing on 5. So 1. Look at all those 1s. And wounding on to 3. That's nothing. Now on this side of the battlefield, starting with the Deathman missile launcher from the drop pod. That's heavy 6, d6. 5. Hitting on 3s. That's 3. Wounding on 4s because your toughness 5. 1 wound. 2 up save. And you're fine. Good. Dante's Infernal Pistol. Hitting on a 2.
Rerolling.
And re-rolling. Okay, that's a hit. Wounding on a 3.
Yes.
That's a wound. 6 up save because it's -4. Alright, that's a fail. D6 damage. And I roll 2 dice if I'm in half range and I discard the lowest. So it's 4 damage.
One guy dies.
1 guy dies.
Let's take it.
Now 2 Infernal Pistols from the Death Company. Targeting, and I'll shoot them all at you. I'm hitting on 3s. 2 hits. And wounding on 3s. 2 wounds. 6 up. Both
Add
go
it
through.
together.
First one, I get 3 damage, and for the second one, I get 6 damage. Wow. Wow. So it is Frankie's turn, and what does he have left on the battlefield? He has these scouts. He has his Talon. He's got his Land Speeder, which is probably going to finish off my Pred. And then you have your Terminators on this side. And then here I am, all the way on this side of the battlefield with the rest of my army. So it's going to be interesting. I don't think it's a sure thing yet. So we'll see how he does in his turn. You're gonna move your flyer, your Talon. He can move up to 70 inches.
Up to 70. He's 20 and he's supersonic. So
he's gonna go supersonic?
Yeah.
Okay. So he goes 70. Where's he go?
It's just actually gonna go like right there.
Terminators.
So you actually want him up front then.
And now for your Librarian.
He will. Well, they moved 5 actually, so I think that's fine because I think I moved only 5 because of the lit, but right there.
Now for the.
All right, Psychic Phase. I am going to cast Veil of Time on the Terminators. I need to roll a 6 or higher on 2 dice, and if I get that, they can reroll charges. We good?
Corn wants it. Although he doesn't want Psychers, so maybe he doesn't want it.
It's to help the fight.
RPD. Before we go any further, though, we do need to make a morale test. We are still learning this. It's still a brand new thing. We have to do morale tests at the end of my last turn, just because that might make a difference here.
Right.
So we don't actually have to roll, because even if you roll a 6, then you don't lose any, because your leadership is 9, because you're sergeant, and you lost 3 guys.
Correct.
So you kind of auto-pass it.
Yay!
Now firing these scouts at this one stern guard, starting with the bolters.
Yes.
Hitting on
3s.
3s.
Nice.
Winning on 4s. Getting 1. 3 up save. Oh, there it is. Still alive. Kill point denial. Land Speeder going to fire the multi-melta at the Baal Pred, and I love how armor value doesn't matter anymore.
It is much clearer.
I actually love that.
Me too.
So, okay, go ahead. That is a hit.
Yep.
Winning on a 3. Get 1. Oh, thanks, Jay! You're such a good person. Do you like Jay? Have you met Jay? Have you?
I can't say I've ever had the multi-melt on that thing hit, ever.
No, me neither.
Never. And the...
So the assault cannon on the Storm Talon into this Baal Pred, you want that kill point.
Yes, I do.
Okay. And?
The Typhoon Missile Launcher will go and do that Baal Pred.
That's very smart.
Yes, I think so.
Starting with the twin assault cannon.
Yep.
Okay, hitting on 2s.
Yes.
Got a 1 in there. Wounding on 5s. Getting
Many.
6. And that's a 4 up save for me. So 3 goes through.
Yeah.
And that destroys me because I only have 3 left. Boom. On a 6 he explodes, but there's nothing close by for him to hurt, so let's not even roll it. Now for the 2 Typhoon missile launchers into the other Baal Predator, hitting on 3s. That's what I needed. That's what I needed. Thank you.
Charge phase.
You're going for the charge phase now?
Yep, Terminators into the Devastators.
Overwatch. So there's 3 blast cannons here that can see you. I hit you on 6s. That's a 6. Wounding on a 2. Oh!
Your turn.
For the bolters, there's only one that can actually see you. And because there's one there, I'm gonna crack grenade you. Nope. And you're a 6-inch charge. And if you fail this, you can reroll because of your psychic. And you fail it, so you can reroll.
Yes.
Oh. And your librarian's gonna attempt to charge here.
Need big.
Yep, need something big. And you
Not
get
like that.
not quite enough. So you have 5 attacks there, and then you hit on 4s because you have hammers.
Dropping.
Let's see what you get. 3 hits, winning on 2s. Ooh, 2 wounds. -3 to my armor, so I get a 6-up save. Not used to that with Thunder Hammers. So let's see what happens. Okay. I'll take the 2 off the top.
They fell.
And now I attack you back. I have 5 guys there that can hit you.
Yeah.
My 5 guys will hit you on 3s. Okay, that's 5 hits. Wounding on 4s. That's 4 wounds. 2 up. Just don't roll 1s. Okay.
Thank you for that advice. I appreciate it. What you're right with the sergeant.
So, morale phase, I cannot fail even if I roll a 6. I lost 2 guys there. So I'm just going to pile in. And I'm going to move closer with my sergeant so he can get a chance to attack next turn. Movement phase, I'm going to move my Death Company over here. My Vanguard, who have been so proactive in this battle and doing so much, they're going to move over here as well. Sanguinary Priest, he's going to move over here. Dante will also move. And you know what? And while I'm at it, I'm going to advance these guys. So let's advance the Death Guard, or Death Company rather. Sanguinary Priest, another inch. Vanguard, 5. And Dante, another 5.
There you go.
Stern Guard Grab Gun, he's going to advance. He's going to move in advance. So he'll go 12 inches. And I've landed in terrain. Now for the shooting phase, I'm going to be shooting your Storm Talon with my Baal Predator. Now it's a little bit harder to hit you right now because you're in your fly mode. So hit you on 4s. Starting with a twin assault cannon on 4s. That's a pretty good roll. And 4s to wound you. Okay, that's 5. -1 to your save, so you're 4+. Oh no! You are 4 wounds. Now for the heavy bolters, hitting you on 4s. Not nearly as good. That's 2 hits. Wounding on 5s. That's 1 wound. -1 to your save, making you 4 up.
Yep. Yeah.
That's a Devastators are going to shoot their bolt pistols into your assault terminators. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 4s. That's 4 wounds. 5 wounds. Don't get any 1s. Oh, 2 1s. That's another one dead. Oh man. Now for the assault phase, or the fight phase, I'm going to just move in a little closer to you. So they can all attack except for this guy in the back, and I will start with my sergeant with his power axe.
6.
So I'm 3s to hit with the power axe. It's 2 hits, and 3s to wound with the power axe. That's 2 wounds, -2.
Storm shield.
Yeah, so storm shield, 3 up. You gotta save both in order to live.
Yes.
And you save both. And now 6 attacks onto you, just regular attacks hitting on 3s. Okay. Wounding on 4s. I'm going to use a command point to reroll this.
Okay.
Alright, 3 wounds. And a single 1. Yeah,
Okay.
you made it. And now you get to attack back.
Hitting on 4s because of the hammer.
So 2.
2.
And 2s to wound. 6 up save. Nope.
Yeah. Yeah.
Regular dude. Pile in. I'm going to pile this last guy in so he can attack, and I can't possibly fail and lose another guy for morale purposes, so
Correct.
we're just going to end the turn. Land speeder, going to move on the other side of the building.
Go 16, so he'll be right here.
And your Talon will go 20 this way. He's going to continue in his flight mode. And your Librarian's going to move up. Psychic phase, Librarian's going to cast Veil of Time on himself. And he makes it,
Yep, just barely.
so he can reroll his failed charges.
Yep.
Shooting phase, going to do the Land Speeder into the Baal Predator. And
Alright, multi-multa, hitting on a 4 because he moved. He hit finally.
finally
How
hits.
about that?
and wounding on a 3.
Come on! Weapons.
Storm Talon, he's going to be firing now at the Baal Pred.
2s.
That's all but 1.
1. As usual.
And
5s. 1,
2. 4 up save for me, because you -1 with this weapon. Okay, they both go through. Down to 9 wounds. 2 Typhoon missiles.
1 hit.
1 hit. You're going to use a command point reroll. That's a second hit. 3's to wound now. 2 wounds. -2 to my save, so I have a 5 up save. And they both go through, and a d6 each. Oh, that's 10!
Yes!
That is explodes. Scouts shooting their bolters now at the drop pod because they can hurt it. And that's 4 hits. Wounding on 5s. 1 wound.
Nice.
3 up save. Save. Now for the Librarian charging in. Let's reroll that. Get double 1 again. No, there you go. That's kind of the opposite. And for the purposes of this combat, let's just say that you're in.
I agree. No.
So your weapon is a staff, you're +2 strength, so you're hitting on 3s with 4 or 3.
Just 3 attacks and just 1 hit.
Okay. Wounding on 3s. That's a wound. -1 to my armor, so that's a 4 up save. Nope. Okay, regular bolter. Get dead now.
And he causes an damage.
Power axe against your Terminator, hitting on 3s. I'm going to use a command point and reroll that. Okay, so that's 2 hits, and now 2 wounds on 3s. That's 2 wounds. 3 up.
Or, yeah, 3 up because of Storm Ship.
Oh,
Doesn't matter.
and it doesn't matter even if you use a command point because you only have 1 wound left, so the Terminator is dead.
Yep. It's another kill point for you.
That is a kill point. And now we will pile in as best as we can.
Jumping down.
You know, we can actually say that you're up here,
Yes.
and this is our final consolidation. Death Company, they're going to move up with their jump packs. They'll be 6 inches away from your land speeder. Sanguinary Priest is going to move behind them. Dante is going to advance up this way. 3 inches, so he goes 15. Vanguard vets are advancing as well. They're going to go 18. And now for my Sanguinary Priest, he's going to use his Narthesium. I should have actually used this the other 2 turns as well. On a 4 up, I can regain a Death Company. Nope. Just out of curiosity, what would have happened? Okay.
Now they want to stay dead.
These Death Company have Infernal Pistols, and they're 6 inches away, which is perfect. And they're going to be targeting your land speeder. 3's to hit. That's 2 hits. 3's to wound. That's 2 wounds. So it's -4 to your armor, so you get no armor save. And I'm just going to roll d6 damage each. I'm not within half range, though, so I don't get to pick, roll 2 dice and pick the highest. So let's just see what we get. So for the first one, that's a 4. For the second one, it's a 2. I'm going to use a command point and reroll that.
Okay.
Make it a 5. So that's 9. So Frankie's being gracious. He's allowing me to not use my command point to reroll that too, because the land speeder only has 6 wounds. I don't need more than that. So no command point used for that, because completely redundant.
I think the Storm Talon's better.
Storm Talon's amazing. But anyway, you're going to roll a dice, see if it explodes, because you might hurt me. So on a 6, no. He is removed. Now for the Devastators in close or actually in shooting phase still, they're going to be firing their bolt pistols into your Librarian, hitting on 3s. And wounding on 4s. 3 wounds. 3 up save?
2 up.
2 up
Terminator.
save.
Yep.
He is Terminator Librarian, isn't he? And he's good. Now on to the fight phase. I have Power Axe, swinging with that first, hitting on 3s. That's 2 hits, and wounding on 3s.
Correct.
That's 2 wounds. -2 to your armor, but you got a Storm Shield, so we got 3 up invuln save, and 1 fail. And you're going to use a command point to reroll this fail, and you get another fail. Oh, that sucks. 5 attacks from the rest of the Devastators, hitting on 3s, and wounding on 4s. That's
better.
1 wound. And 2 up save. Save. Attack me back with 3 attacks, hitting on 3s. Okay, that's 2 hits, and wounding on 3s. 2 wounds. 4 up saves, because you're -1 with your weapon. And 1 dies. Regular guy on the back. Morale, no morale needed, because can't possibly
Can't
fail.
possibly fail.
And what are we doing with the Storm Talon?
I think he can still be on the table, barely. If I pivot him 20 inches this way, as a matter of fact,
Yeah, looks like
fine.
it. So he's going to stay on the table, which is probably paramount at this point in the game.
Yep. Right.
That's it for movement. No psychic to be used, so shooting phase. So your twin assault cannon is slightly out of range, shooting the Vanguard vets, but your Typhoon missile launchers are within range.
Yes.
So you're going to shoot those?
Yep, firing 2 frag missiles.
2 frag missiles. Frag missiles.
Frag missiles. Because you have storm shields, the crack missiles won't do a whole lot.
That's true.
Yeah. So it's 2d6 hits.
Okay. 8, not bad. Hitting on 3s. 4s to wound. 4.
I'll take it.
3 up save. 1 dies. You know what? I should probably choose to re-roll.
Yeah, not a bad idea.
I'll do that. Command point re-roll. I have 2 left, so I'll use it here. Good choice. And bolters into the drop pod down below.
2 hits. 5s.
5s. Nothing.
Nothing.
And now for the combat. You attack first. 3 attacks hitting on 3s with your Librarian.
2 again.
That's 2 hits and wounding on 3s. That's 1. 4 up save. That's a fail.
Use the last command point.
No, I'm not going to use the last command point for that.
Aw.
My turn back. Sergeant with the Power Axe hitting on 3s. This is where I use a command point.
Got it. It's the last one.
Okay, it's 2 hits and wounding on 3s. That's 2 wounds. Invuln save from Storm Shield. Oh.
Made it this time.
And for my other guys, hitting on 3s and wounding on 4s. 2 wounds. And 2 up save.
And this is where I filled it. Ah,
No,
we're good
not
this
quite.
time.
Ruben phase, my Death Company are going to advance. And that's no good.
That's a 1.
That's a 1.
That's a 1.
And now for my Sanguinary Priest, same thing. You'll go up 2. So they're coming after you.
We're ready.
Now for my Vanguard, they're going to be advancing. Okay, 15 inches, not bad. And Dante, he'll advance up 15 inches. Shooting phase for bolt pistols into your Librarian. Hitting on 3s.
I'm very lucky with this.
Yeah, and wounding on 4s. 2 wounds.
2 up armor and...
Oh, failed 1.
Yep.
Down to 3 wounds for you. And now for the assault phase, we have the Sergeant with the Power Axe hitting on 3s. And I'm not going to... I think you already used my last
Yeah,
command
you
point.
used the last one.
So wounding on 3s, and that's a wound. And we have a 3 up invuln save for you. And you made it. Regular guys hitting on 3s and wounding on 4s. That's 2 wounds. 2 up save. Oh, you get another one. You're down to 2. And you get to hit me back on 3s.
There we go.
3 hits. And wounding on 3s. All misses? Okay, 2. 4 up saves. 2 saves.
Only do 1 wound, you fail it. I do 2 wounds, you make both.
Where are you going to move the Storm Talon?
As far as you can without going off the table, that away.
Okay. Flat enough.
So you can go...
You can go all the way over
Right
there.
there,
That's
yeah.
kind of scary how far you can go, actually.
You're right. Alright, Psychic Phase, I'm going to cast Null Zone from Librarian. And I believe he gets it off on a 9. Okay, so I did make it with that 9. What Null Zone does is within a certain distance, I believe it's 3 inches, enemy models do not benefit from a invulnerable save.
Ooh. Shooting phase. Scouts into Death Company. Hitting on 3s. 3 hits. Wounding on 4s. 1. 3 up save. Made it. Now with the Storm Talon, all of the weapons into the Death Company. Twin Assault Cannon hitting on 2s. Get 3 1s in there. Wounding on 3s. Okay, 3 wounds. -1 of my armor, so 4 up saves. Okay, and rolling 6 for Black Rage to not take these wounds. Okay,
No, did it.
took them. That hurts. Now for the fight phase.
Librarian hitting
On 3s. Oh,
Nice.
You got your 3. Wounding on 3s. Can you get 3 more?
Let's hope. No, 2.
4 up save. Alright, 1 dies. Now for my turn with the Power Axe hitting on 3s. That's 2 hits and wounding on 3s. That's 2 wounds. And 3 up save. Oh, you take another wound. You're down to 1. You got to save the glory here for Dante. And for the other attacks, hitting on 3s and wounding on 4s. That's a wound. And don't get a 1. Don't get a 1. Oh no! And takes him out. Dante does nothing. And I get to consolidate. And here we are at the end of game turn 5. As it stands for victory points, I have 8 on my side and you have 3 on your side, Frankie. See if the game continues on a 3+. It does not. So that's an epic handshake. Thank you very much, Frankie. Very, very fun. Very, very good. We can actually jump straight into a post game and just attach it onto this bat rep because it is all new. It is all good. It is all fun. So what do you think? What do you think of the battle and how it moved? And what do you think your MVP was?
MVP is definitely the Storm Talon.
I agree wholeheartedly. I think your Storm Talon was amazing in this game.
That thing is it was a good gunboat before, and now it's an amazing gunboat.
He was hard for me to hit because I never had an opportunity to shoot at him. I was either couldn't see him or I was in combat.
Sure.
And everything else was too far, so I couldn't reach him. So he was good, and that's only 1.
That's 1.
Yeah.
I could bring more.
You could definitely
bring more.
I would absolutely agree. He's your MVP. You know, I think my MVP, Devastators.
They held their own very well.
They held up against Terminators with Thunderhammer Storm Shields. They shot at them. They shot at them in Overwatch. They survived against them in combat, which is nuts. And they took out a Librarian.
I think 10-man Devastators are very important because you can choose wound allocation now.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah, that really helped me.
And let's not forget the Baal Predators, too. Honestly, ironically, everything but the Assault guys did a lot of work.
Yeah, my Assault guys did nothing. These Vanguard did absolutely nothing.
They did destroy the Centurions and Cassius right at the beginning.
They didn't even, though. They didn't even shoot at them because they died from firing. I didn't even.
Right, you didn't even get to go in
No,
combat.
didn't even get to. Was the only combat that happened was this.
I'm chucking this at the wall.
Yeah, and shooting that once again with the Infernal Pistols. It looks like Infernal Pistols are really good for Blood Angels.
Yes,
Yeah,
I agree.
I really enjoyed that. And what else? I mean, unfortunately, Dante didn't get to see his prowess here.
That's true.
On the battlefield. He was hoping to get into combat with Cassius, And then he was hoping to get in combat with the librarian. Failed both times.
Maybe next time.
He was a lot of points.
He was a lot of points.
A lot of points for him, yeah. Could have switched him out for another Devastator squad.
I only got to shoot the Centurions once, too.
That's true.
I didn't get to Overwatch with them because you didn't get into combat.
I will say this, though. The jump pack assault,
That's
is
brutal.
devastating. That really made it so your Centurions didn't do anything.
Remember to put your characters... Remember to hide them.
Yeah.
I was used to 7th edition. I put Cassius behind the Centurions, thinking no one's going to get him. And then the drop pods and jump packs dropped down. And, of course, again, as you saw, blew them away. So,
Yeah.
gotta hide them a lot better.
Yeah. So that worked out really well for me.
Mm-hmm.
So looking back in retrospect here, Cassius died from Sternguard firing.
Right.
Right? Because that's from Grav Gun
And the Heavy Bolter.
and the Heavy Bolter. They took him out. For your Centurions, I can't think why I didn't charge him first turn, because I could have with 3 units.
Right, and I did get to fire with them at least one turn.
Why didn't I charge them? You know what it was? I think it's because I forgot.
It's just a mental block again.
Yeah, it's like it's a 7th edition thing, right? Because I was like, okay, assault phase. I came in from deep strike,
so I can't.
Assault them, right? So I think that's what happened.
We were effectively playing 7th edition first.
So otherwise, I definitely would have. And let's not forget the Sternguard with the
I forgot
kill
him
point
over
denial.
there.
Yeah,
I didn't move him, and I'm over here. So I totally forgot.
So definitely a good place to put him. Now I will say this: Narcithium.
Narthessium. I guess so.
I forgot to do that 4 times. 4 times I forgot. So awesome ability if it works out. If you remember, I forgot 4 times.
Statistically, in a 5-turn game, if you've lost guys, you should bring back 2 or 3.
Yeah.
So that's a big deal.
Especially Death Company, you know,
or Terminators or anything.
Anything big deal. So or put him right beside Dante.
And he can heal wounds.
Heal D3 wounds on him, and that's automatic.
You can bring back Sanguinary Guard too, and they have 2 wounds now, I think.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet. They do have 2 wounds, so I'll have to feel that in the future. Anyway, thanks for watching. Leave your comments below. Make sure to check out all of the other battle reports and the review videos, the discussion reviews that we'll be having on the Blood Angels. I'll be diving into that with somebody. And thanks again, Frankie, for this awesome game. And thank you guys for watching, supporting us. Without you guys, we don't exist. So just always remember that. You watching the videos makes it so we make more. So thank you very much, and happy wargaming!
Happy wargaming!